by way of closing, point to that, how
Yes.
that name itself actually has this kind of humor in it too.
Yes, I mean, because, obviously on the one hand, I wanted to get across, this is very female. The Dakini is like a sort of female name, and especially more and more these days, it's kind of thrown around a lot. You're a Dakini, she's a Dakini. And often it is like, I think this Kandra Rinpoche mentions she's got a YouTube video. She says, "What is a Kandra Dakini?" She says, and actually, it's not like this kind of pretty young woman who is like easy to get on with and popular. Actually, Dakinis are sometimes really difficult. I mean, challenging, difficult. They are kind of right up there, as a mirror, sort of telling you this sort of situation or being very honest or direct with wisdom, right? So that many people find Dakinis really awful. They are not. But the thing is, nowadays, of course, it gets sort of, as she said, people get some lamas say, oh, she's young and pretty, she's a Dakini, and people love it, and they're sort of like, yeah, Dakini. So there's an element that I noticed this myself, and I wanted it to be a female name, but I also was kind of, yeah, trying to keep it sort of like as a funny thing, as a humorous thing, because of course, I'm British, right? So maybe not everyone's going to get that sort of subtle sort of irony side to it. And so, yeah, straight away people thought, oh, Adele is saying she's a Dakini. And actually, that was kind of the point in a way. It was kind of like I was kind of playing with that and sort of saying, actually, I'm not saying I'm a Dakini, but in a way, isn't it kind of funny that that's the assumption that I'm using that word to apply to myself, because obviously we're in a culture now where everyone's applying this word to themselves and everyone's kind of happy when someone says they're a Dakini, and it's often based on really superficial things like, how young they are, how pretty they are. And I just felt it was kind of being ironic. It was also being serious at the same time. It is a female website. But I also, that maybe it's my British sense of humor or something, but I just felt that it was kind of a very, what's the word? Like, I'm just trying to show that there's something funny about saying, this Dakini translation. So every time someone has to say that website name, it's like, oh yeah, it's on Dakini translations, or it's kind of playing with it in a bit. I'm trying to be a bit playful. So, when they quote it or they cite it, they have to say Dakini translations. And I don't know why, I just thought that was kind of also quite funny. Because every time they talk about it or quote it, they have to say Dakini translations, and I'm sure some people really don't like that. And I'm not doing it because I don't want people to like it. I just think there's something a little bit funny and humorous about it that is hopefully saying lots of things at the same time, which has that kind of ironic side to it as well. I don't know. Do you get that? Do you get this sort of a slightly ironic side to it?
Yeah, well, my website's called Guru Viking for very similar.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not foreign to the idea of a slightly tongue in cheek, but also serious website.
Yes.
I'm very aware of that, and I'm also aware of the occasional um, way it rubs people up the wrong way. And people say, "Oh, you're a guru, are you?" I've had people say that to me too, but it's very rare. I
Yeah.
think most people get the kind of playfulness from of my website title name. Um,
Yes. I
but
certainly found it to be playful. Yeah. I would
you
say.
find it to be playful?
Yeah, I didn't sort of instantly think, oh, I felt there was a playfulness to it. But
Yeah.
that's the thing. Dakinis, and I mean, and that's the irony, is that dakinis are supposed to be playful. So um although I wasn't saying it's a dakini or I'm a dakini, I was also thinking, but on the other hand,
But if you were,
if I were, yes, exactly. I would hope and expect that if a dakini were running a translation website, that it would be very playful and as well.
yeah, fair enough. Well, Adele, this has been so fascinating learning about your life and work at takinitranslation.com. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I really enjoyed it. Thank you very much for inviting me. It's been a pleasure.